Welcome to my new podcast and YouTube channel. It's called Bored at the Right Time, and it's a play on words with one of Paul Simon's songs called Born at the Right Time off of Rhythm of the Saints. I got that idea from one of my friends, and so that's what I named it. And some of the topics that we're going to include are going to be some of my favorite things, which are records and music, film. Okay, the first thing we want to do is talk about new records. First one is actually a new release, and it is Colin Hayes' Going Somewhere. I got this from the record label, and they had a special deal where if you bought it from them, you'd get a signed copy. So this is a great record. So it comes with a hype sticker, and it says limited edition white vinyl. Download code included. So like they said, it is on white vinyl. It does not feel like 180 though, I'll tell you that. It comes with an insert, which has a nice picture of Colin on it, as well as the lyrics. It's nice and clean. And what I did like about it is that it's got really nice square corners here. It doesn't have those sharp corners that slice everything they touch. And so I listened to it, and it sounds really good. So it's got Beautiful World, Looking for Jack, Going Somewhere, Waiting for My Real Life to Begin, which is the radio edit. And I mean, those first four songs, those are pretty good songs. Don't Wait Up is a deep cut that I have only heard on this record. I don't think I've ever heard him play it live. And then the second side is just as good. We have Wayfaring Sons, Lifeline, Water Song, Maggie, and the I Don't Think I'll Ever Get Over You radio edit from that was made famous from Garden State. That's that record, and you carefully put it back in here. Carefully, so you don't scratch it. What I do is I actually pinch these sides like that so that it doesn't even touch the top of the record. So that's that record. The next one is Peter Gabriel, Growing Up Live. One thing you probably should know is that I really don't take the records out of the plastic at all. I usually just keep them in there. Even a gatefold like this, I usually leave wrapped. I just think it protects the record better. I slice the side and take the records out. Peter Gabriel does a great job. I don't know if he oversees it personally or if he just has really good people that take this seriously, but he really puts out a good product. And each record comes with a full color sleeve, which is kind of cool, just like all of his remasters. The only qualm I have is that I wish they wouldn't put them in the paper again because it can scratch it. So what I do is I take it out and I put it in my Mobile Fidelity rice paper, non-scratch, anti-static rice sleeve. So take it out and it is really shiny. It is a really good quality pressing just by looking at it. And so this one is his live album from his 2002-2003 world tour. The album was called Up. So again, this has a lot of his his hits on here, some deep cuts, and as well as some songs from the album that he was promoting at the time. And I have to say that this sounds pretty good. He always does a great job recording the shows, even those authorized bootlegs that he puts out. He just doesn't record it off the board. He actually multi-tracks it, mixes it, presses it on CDs. So I mean, he really does a good quality job. So anything he puts out, even if you're not a fan of the music yet, buy it, listen to it, and you'll probably like it. You'll become a fan. The cover's kind of cool. This is him in that little hamster ball. I don't know what else to call it, but he's in that little hamster ball that he did one song in. So if you have the DVD, you will see he rolls around in this ball and he does one of the songs. And that's actually on the back. That's him doing it, so that's kind of cool. So this was recorded over 2 nights in May of 2003 at File Forum in Milan, Italy. Was pressed in Germany, so it's probably Palace. You can tell by that sticker. This show is very multimedia, if I remember correctly. I've seen the DVD, and there's one song where he wears a jacket with LEDs on it, and he sort of glows and dances, and it's kind of funny. Oh, this was great. And during Salisbury Hill, He rode a bicycle around the stage because it was one of those shows that were in the round. He's got a really dry sense of humor, but it's pretty darn funny. So this is a great show. This was part of his live releases that he put out late last year, 2020, and it 3 LP, 180-gram vinyl. Okay, and it's mastered at 33 and a third, and it's half-speed master, which, we'll probably cover half-speed master in an episode. And then included, which is really cool, he includes a high-res digital code. So most people, when they put out a record and they give you a download, they give you an MP3. Now usually it's a pretty good quality MP3, 320. It's okay if you want to like listen to it on your computer, take it on your phone, whatever. But what Peter Gabriel does is he gives you the high res code, which is like what they sell for those high res music players. I think the bit rate is 9624, which is pretty high. And some artists actually master from that bit rate to put on vinyl or CD or whatever. If the tapes aren't available or if it's digital, that's a pretty high bit rate. So that means that there's going to be more information, and hopefully, unless you can prove me wrong, hopefully it will sound better. So here's the download code. Thank you for buying Peter Gabriel. Growing Up Live. This coupon allows you free access to the album on super high quality 24-bit download, or alternatively on 16-bit download. One download only per code, and it gives you a website and a code. So that's kind of cool. Cover up my code because I'm going to download it. The last part of the show is the record of the week, okay? And this is one where I take a deep dive into a record. And you may have noticed that I had my Graceland poster behind me all for this episode. And this is a limited edition print that they were selling on Paul Simon's store in 2012 when Graceland got remastered, and it was their 25th anniversary. And if you ordered it from him, you got an autographed lithograph of the cover. So this is the cover, and that's the poster. And if you look right there, that's his autograph. So he autographed it in pencil. And this is number 45 out of 250. So only 250 were made. So this is the 2012 remaster, and the sleeve is a little thicker because they did press it on 180, and the printing looks really good. A lot of the times they just scan it in and it looks like it's printed on an inkjet printer. This actually looks like it's offset. The only thing that I will complain about is the back. This looks like it's scanned at high resolution and then reprinted from that scan. It's not like an original artwork, whereas this looks nice and printed. So this comes with a huge replica of the cover. I'm not even going to open it all the way, but, well, it's open now. And this was released by Sony Legacy, recently in the last couple years before he sold his catalog. He moved all of his publishing back to one company, which was Sony, because this was originally released on Warner Brothers. Probably a really big record for them. So anyway, again, this comes in one of these paper sleeves that are prone to scratch. Not like deep gouge. I'm just talking like, and you can actually see it on here. You probably can't even see it, but I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this. And the label's slightly different. It doesn't have the Warner Brothers logo, which I can see why Sony wouldn't put Warner Brothers on their label. This sounds pretty good. I will admit that it's on 180. It's really thick, so you can't really bend it. It's nice and heavy. And it's got a nice deep bass to it, just like the old record, the original record. So the first track is The Boy in the Bubble, which is probably my favorite song on the record. I just love the accordion and the drums. Second track is Graceland, and he has said on numerous times that this is his favorite song, favorite record. So it's a double favorite record and favorite song. Third song is I Know What I Know. This is one of those songs where I don't know how he got all those lyrics to work. Because if you just read the lyrics without the music, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Don't I know you from the cinematographer's party? Right, that's this one. What's the She said there's something about you that really reminds me of money. She is the kind of a girl who could say things that weren't that funny. So this song is, oh, it's almost comical. And then Gumboots, that's another one of my favorites. Of course, number 5 is Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes. Side 2, let's flip the record. Okay, let's flip the record. Side 2 starts with You Can Call Me Al. I mean, who doesn't like that song, right? A lot of people think that it's a funny song, and it's really not. So if you look at the lyrics, it's kind of like an intrinsic song that he's reflecting on, and listen to the verses. It almost feels like he's searching for something, like he's lost. And then the second track is Under African Skies, which is a duet with Linda Ronstadt. Track 3 is Homeless. That's an a cappella song with Paul and Ladysmith Black Mambazo. Crazy Love Volume 2. I read that it's Volume 2 because there's a song called Crazy Love by Van Morrison, so he didn't want people to get confused. But Crazy Love Volume 2, this is Fat Charlie the Archangel. This is kind of a funny song too, I think, but I like this song. Number 5 is That Was Your Mother. That's a very accordion-based song. And then there's All Around the World, or The Myth of Fingerprints. Now, if you watch any kind of special about this record, Graceland, okay, they never talk about this song, okay? And my personal belief is I think that Paul doesn't like this song. And even during the Graceland reunion concert in Hyde Park in 2012, they did like 5 or 6 shows with the original Graceland performers, and they didn't do this song. My personal belief is that it's because of the dispute between him and Los Lobos, because Los Lobos recorded this song with him, and there was a dispute on who wrote what, and they felt that they wrote more of it. They should have gotten some credit, or I'm not really going to get into it because it's not, I don't know the full story. But so that's our inaugural episode. I hope you found it informative and a little entertaining. And I want to thank you for watching. And if you do like it, I hope you subscribe, and I hope you're back next time. Thanks.